Aries, your February energies are here and you are going to want to make the most of them. Let's have an aligned astro chat about it. Hello all, I'm Stacey the Black Feather Intuitive and welcome your Transformational Tarot Aries for February, and this is February of 2026. This is for all my Aries peeps out there, your sun, moon, rising, even your Venus, if you're interested in reading your Venus, and for all of you who have an Aries in your life that you love. You will gain a lot of wisdom and insight on how to help them out and based on what they are going through. So we are going to be pulling cards from the Wheel of Fortune Tarot today for you guys. And the overarching theme is going to be pulled from the 22 Archangels Oracle. This is Kyle Gray. So without further ado, let's get to it. All right. So I'm really feeling a lot of energy for Aries in February that is like no patience for things, wanting to get things done, having a lot of energy, a lot of motivation, just a lot of drive this month. And I'm going to say, stay out of your way. Stay out of your way, Aries, because you are going to be getting a lot of stuff done. This is going to be a month of a lot of, I want to say, high-end productivity, a lot of efficiency, and I want to say you're going to be in really good spirits for most of the month in regards to what you are achieving. Let's see what the overarching theme is for you. Oh, Metatron, love it. Heaven to earth. Your current situation is in alignment with your mission on earth. Yes, this makes a lot of sense. I feel like you are feeling exactly that. You're feeling aligned, you're feeling inspired, and as a result of that, you're taking advantage of it. You're getting shit done. So this is going to be a great way to start your month off. Now, here I am. I'm so efficient that I'm inefficient. I forgot to grab my my questions, my prompts. So this is you currently in the present moment. Where are you right now in your transformational journey? What part of you is shifting, rising, or dissolving? Interesting. So this is definitely shifting. The feelings of betrayal, the feelings of heartbreak, feeling like you're practicing self-care, you're trying to heal, but you're never really getting anywhere. It's always like pouring into a cup that never gets filled, pouring into a cup with a hole in the bottom, but the hole is so tiny that you don't see it. And so you're just pouring in, and you're not getting anything in return. I'm really feeling here that with this Three of Swords energy, you're recognizing that you no longer want to be in this state. And I almost feel like a defiance or like a determination that you're going to say, I'm taking all of this that I've been feeling and I'm really going to transmute it. I'm going to make it work for me. I'm going to remove these swords from my heart and I'm going to take those swords and I'm going to apply them to where it is that I want to go and grow. I feel like that's really important. This is not something you're going to get, I want to say, hung up on or stuck on. The Three of Swords feels like an energy that you're basically saying, I'm done. I'm done with this. I am choosing to heal now. And, I'm just, instead of trying to figure out why the cup isn't filling up, I'm just going to get a different cup. It's time to get a new cup. So there's going to be a lot of, I want to say, decisiveness, maybe even a little bit of impulsivity around not trying to repair things. Instead, you're just saying, okay, I'm going to start from scratch because there's time's a wasted. I got to get this show on the road. And a lot of that I feel is because the inspirations that you're having, you're not going to want to lose them. And you're going to want to get on it right away. The catalyst for you, what's fueling or hindering your transformation? And is this resistance or rocket fuel? Oh, I love this. Okay. Queen of Wands energy. She takes no prisoners. She takes no shit. She takes no prisoners. She is fun and lighthearted. She's charismatic in the way that she approaches things. But again, like I said to you guys, don't get in your way. That's what this is about. So, you may want to kind of tell your inner circle, tell your loved ones what's going on in your world so that they aren't like blindsided, when you're like, listen, I don't have time for your this and that. I've got to get this thing going, or I've got to get that thing going, or, I can appreciate that you've got stuff happening, but I'm just going to be MIA for a little while because I've got to put these things first. Queen of Wands also, I feel when we're talking about a catalyst, she's definitely a catalyst because she's encouraging you to follow the light, and that's following your light. When we see sunflowers are heliotropic, right? So they follow the sun. That's why, the sun rises in the east, so they're facing the east, and by the end of in the morning and by the end of the day at night, they're facing west, and they go through that whole process again, right? I feel like this is about you kind of course correcting, really connecting to your true north, following your light. And for a lot of you, it's going to feel almost like a renewal because you have not necessarily felt your light, or you've been feeling a bit depleted around how much your light is serving you, where you're putting that light to. Maybe that's a better way to put it, is what you are investing in, what you're putting your focus to. That's also going to shift and change over this month. You're going to get more focused or get clearer on where you're best going to be served by putting your time and your attention and your energy into it. And I feel that there's going to be a lot of success. So this Queen of Wands is definitely rocket fuel for you this month. Deep root. What deep belief, wound, or soul contract is driving this transformation under the surface? The Empress. So Aries, there's a lot that you have been really wanting to capture, to encapsulate. And for whatever reason, I feel like some of these things have been elusive. Maybe it's been other people getting in the way. Maybe it's been a timing situation. Maybe you just haven't been in the right place, but you are now. So wherever you're at right now, you've got the things that you need. And so I feel like this Empress card is coming up as the deep root because you're saying, I know that I'm abundant. I know that I have the things I need to get this done. Why have I not been able to actually actualize it? Why have I not been able to actualize it is what I should have said. And I'm really drawn in this card to a lot of red that is coming into the horizon. And it looks to me almost like a bird swooping in. And it's life force. It's your blood energy. It's your life force. So I feel like, maybe this is a month where, fatigue is being resolved, where you're not feeling that level of fatigue anymore, where you're acknowledging where fatigue has, maybe kind of held you back, where you have been too tired to really go the extra mile. Well, this is the month where you're absolutely going to be able to go the extra mile. So I definitely feel that this Empress, it is connected to your deep belief that you are worthy and deserving of all of the things that you want, need, and desire. And this is the time now to really evaluate that deep belief and to bring it to the surface. It's not about changing that belief. It's about bringing it to the surface and allowing it to steer you, allowing it to fuel you, and to inform the direction and inform the choices that you're making. The Empress is always there and always with you. You haven't necessarily felt her for a while. She's just been covered up with life. And now you're just kind of, I want to say, taking that life back, that part of your life back. This is what's dying away. What role, pattern, or identity has run its course? Interesting. Queen of Pentacles. Yeah. You're tired. You're bored of the hamster wheel, the Groundhog Day, the same old, same old. Sometimes when we have all the things that we need, we can get bored and a little bit comfortable. And not that comfort is bad, but too much comfort for too long is not the game of life. The universe always finds a way to come in and stir things up. And so I feel like this is what's dying away, is this idea that, you've got all your needs, so this is enough. It's okay to settle for what this is. I'm going to just be grateful for this. And some of that I feel is because of the fatigue you were feeling. Well, now you've got some of that energy back and you're feeling more inspired. So you're letting some of this comfort go and you're replacing it with enthusiasm, with drive, with the courage to start something new, with the desire to challenge yourself. And this month, there's going to be some really delicious challenge that is happening. It feels really good. It feels really incredible for you. So step into that space. Don't be afraid of it. Highest potential. This is your highest Phoenix potential. What can rise from the ashes? What is your soul calling you toward? This is your breakthrough energy. Oh my goodness, the Chariot. So again, the Chariot is that, it's not just movement forward, like sauntering and taking a nice little walk or a little stroll. No, it is the you are going, and it may not be perfect. It may be a bumpy ride. There may be a lot of interesting characters along the way, but you're in motion, you're moving. And I feel like when we're talking about the Chariot, it really is the card that represents getting you from island A to island B. It really represents the energy of where you've been, where you're at now, and where you're going. And this card is giving you permission right now to really put the focus on the vision of what you see happening. And for Aries, it's really important because it's kind of wired in your blueprint, in your astrological chart, that follow through can be difficult. So how can you support yourself to really encourage that follow through? By getting super excited about the outcome, that vision that you're creating. Give yourself little mile markers or checkpoints and choice points along the way where you can really celebrate and get excited, so that you're excited for the next goal. Don't look at it as, 0 to 10, 10 being the ultimate goal, and you're constantly thinking about 10 rather than thinking about step 1 to get there. Instead, give yourself really exciting wins at each of the steps along the way. That's going to really help you with that follow through, because then you don't get burned out from the, constantly thinking about the big vision that you get bored of it after a while, or you feel so fatigued after a while that you're never going to get there. There's no incentive for you to keep going. The Chariot is going to say, no, we're keeping you moving so that you don't even really have time to be thinking about and focusing on, the goal. It's, I'm so excited about that goal to get there, but I'm even more excited about the first step goal. That's what I want to be putting my focus to. And so the Chariot's going to take you to that first step goal. And when you get to that first step goal, you'll be able to sit and revel in it. And then you move on to the next step goal. So breaking things down into, I want to say, palatable bites is really going to support you. And that's how you're able to use this Chariot energy to your advantage. Well, I love this reading for you. Next step, what's emerging just around the corner? What energy or experience is coming in to support the next phase? Oh, interesting. 10 of Swords. So what I'm feeling here is you, Aries, are going to discover pretty quickly things that you are no longer connected to. This can be people, of course, but this actually feels like things, circumstances, events, work projects, work choices. And when you discover this no longer resonates, I'm not feeling good about it, what I see is an instant acknowledgement of that, and then instantly going into the, here's how I can make it better, or here's how I want to do it differently. And then really taking steps to lean into that. I'm also hearing, don't ask for permission. It's easier to ask for forgiveness at this point. So just step into your own power and go ahead and do the thing that you are feeling called to do. Now, obviously, like if this is going to affect, if you're in partnership, if this is going to affect a life partner or something, obviously you're going to want to share that information with your life partner. Or you want to, if it's a situation at work, you may want to run it by your boss first. But it's all in the way that you present it, right? Again, you can present something and say, I'm going to do things in this way because of this and this and this. And that way you're not asking for permission, you're telling. And then your boss can be like, oh, okay, sounds like you've got it under control. I'm interested to see, how that works, how that plays out. So it's all in, I want to say, the words. The Swords is communication. It's all in the words that you choose. So really pay attention to the words that you're choosing, the words that you're stepping into, and just give yourself permission to be moving forward in that vein. And again, give yourself permission to not ask for permission. Just do it. Just do what you're feeling called to do. You're not going to be wrong. It's not an impulsive decision. I feel like it's inspired, and it's inspired because it's the thing that's going to work. So when you're allowing yourself to step into that thing that's going to work, have faith in yourself, and instill faith in yourself, in others, by taking command, taking charge, and doing it using the right words and the right tone. Your role in this process: how are you navigating this transformation? Are you resisting, flowing, grieving, or boldly rising? Oh, I love this. So you're definitely flowing. And I want to say you're also boldly rising. So the Ace of Swords is inspired thought. We've already been talking a lot about that, so that makes total sense. It's your inspirations that are motivating you. But you're also using this Eight of Swords to cut the wheat from the chaff. You're using this Ace of Swords to get to the heart of the matter. It's truth and only, truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. That's what I'm feeling here is your approach. Authenticity, the wholeness of what you're seeing, what you're feeling, and acting it out. Now, again, Swords energy is the energy of communication, thoughts, intuitive inspirations, things of that nature. You are going to really need to be careful about the words that you choose this month, not only because it can create problems with people in your life, but it also feels like you are like on a manifesting frenzy, and you're going to manifest everything that you think. So if you're thinking about it and it's kind of a little bit off of what you're really wanting, or you might have like a thought of self-doubt that gets mixed in with the inspired thought that you have, and then that's the thing that you attach your emotion to, well, then you're going to manifest pretty quickly a thing that you don't want. Now, if this happens, don't panic. Because it's going to manifest really quickly, it means that you're going to be able to manifest the thing that you actually really need quickly as well. But, save yourself the extra step. So be really, really, what's the word I'm looking for? Very particular with the words that you choose. Be considered with your words. And also focus on clarity. Less is more. Use words that are going to be clear and direct. And do it the first time. Some people, you might have to repeat something, or you might have to get a little more flowery to explain what's going on. But for the most part, if you're clear and direct and very thoughtful and considered with the words that you use the first time, you're going to be good to go. Wow. I feel like we are just like kicking ass and taking names with this reading today. Supports. This is your circles of support. Who or what is influencing your transformation right now? And is it positive or negative? The High Priestess. Yeah, so this is very positive, because for you, your circle of support, I feel, are people who are going to really support you in your intuition. They're going to support your inspired ideas. They're going to say, that's incredible. How can I help you out? How can I support you through that? Or, oh my God, I've been waiting so long for you to realize this about yourself, or to see this about yourself. And yes, I think this is an amazing idea. I think this is absolutely incredible. What I'm always drawn to with this particular card, not only does she have awesome blue hair, that's fantastic, speaking her truth always, but there is this one single flower or flower petal that is on her journal, right? Her scroll, in essence. And I feel like that red flower is your life force. It is, and it kind of like what we were talking about with the Three of Swords as well. The heart pumps our blood, and our blood holds our oxygen. It oxygenates our body. It fills our body and our cells with the healthy, nutritious things that we need in order to do this thing called life. And so I feel like when we're talking about your circles of support, you're also going to be paying attention to the people, places, and things in your life that feel like that gets your blood pumping, that is your life force, or that supports your life force, or doesn't take from your life force. that's going to be kind of a big consideration for you this month. Not to say that you're going to necessarily be kicking a ton of people to the curb. Again, this is a month that is really about you and your goals, and putting a lot of activity and intention forward. But you're definitely going to be paying attention to, again, people, places, and things that support that energy rather than drain that. And anyone that drains it, you might just kind of take a break, take a pause, kind of do a little bit of a back pull, or a timeout maybe from that particular relationship. Okay, now we have our hopes and fears about changing. I feel like I did something. I missed a spot. Yeah, I was supposed to put another card here. Okay, hopes and fears about changing. What are you dreaming of becoming, and what scares you about actually doing it? All right. Two of Pentacles. Yeah, you are afraid. You are a little bit afraid that you're going to get out of balance again. And for those of you who, I want to say, struggle with like work-life balance, or maybe certain vices, certain addictive tendencies, there is going to be this, like, I'm feeling so good about this thing that I'm doing that I want to just keep doing it. And I might want to keep doing it at the cost of, or the detriment to, these other things that need or want to get done in my life. And I'm not quite sure how that all plays out. So there is a fear that you're going to be out of balance, and that out of, when you're out of balance, you're going to have a hard time getting back into it. And I want to say to you, ride the wave. Just ride the wave. You're receiving this energy and this frequency now because you're supposed to be using it right now. So be aware, listen to the body, Pentacles energy, listen to the body. When the body tells you it's time to take a break or it's time to stop, listen to the body, take a break, stop, and wait until the body says to you, okay, we're ready to start this up again. I feel like the energies this month are really going to be supporting you, Aries, to kind of like be productive and on the go every single day. So I don't know that you're necessarily going to have a ton of, I need to take, a 2-day break or a 4-day break. And you know what, if you do, absolutely do that. Don't beat yourself up over that. But I really feel like if you listen to your body has all of the answers for you. So make sure that you're not just solely creating that without paying attention to how the body is creating with you. You want to make sure that you are acknowledging all aspects of you that are part of this creation. Okay, and our outcome card here. This is the outcome of your transformation if you stay on course in February. Who will you be on the other side of this journey? And what is the result of embracing the full cycle of death and rebirth? Ooh, the Strength card. Lots of support, an evolution of you coming together inside. So we all have, like the angel and the devil, or, like the cricket and the conscience, or whatever, on either side of our shoulder kind of thing. We all have the divine masculine and divine feminine. And sometimes we can have conflict, internal conflict around all of that. And I feel like the Strength card is coming through as the outcome to basically be able to say, through this process in February, you are going to feel more aligned with yourself, more connected with yourself than ever before. A lot of people see the Strength card as an empowerment card as well. And I do feel very much that February is a month of empowerment. You're just constantly, going with the flow, and things are going to work in your favor. There's going to be a lot of effort that you put into it, but you're also going to see a lot of kind of instant result. You're going to see that the efforts are going to pay off. And so I feel like that empowerment energy and the Strength card energy is coming through to say, on the other side of this, you're going to feel really connected. You're going to feel really aligned with your soul path, and aligned with your own dream team, whatever your version of your dream team is. You're going to feel like you're not having to do all of this alone or by yourself. You are feeling as though you are totally on purpose, following your soul path and feeling that deep connection to it. Wow. All right, Aries. So that is your transformational tarot for February. And as always, I love connecting with you guys in this way. It's going to be an incredible month. If you need any help, guidance, assistance, you know what to do. Click on the link below, book a session with me. I'd love to be able to help you out. Like, subscribe, click the bell on the YouTube channel, all that fun stuff. Share this content with those that you feel could benefit from this type of guidance. I'm so grateful for all of you and for your help in being able to grow this channel so that I can help more people. Click the join button to check out how you can become a fabulous Phoenix and keep the conversation going. Would love to be able to stay connected with you in that way. Until I see you for another episode of Black Feather Couture, Divining a VIP Life, sending you lots of love, lots of support. We'll see you on the flip side, and transform well.